commercial? What commercial?
Well, we have to first. So we're at the Recipe Podcast. We're live streaming, and we just want to give a shout out to Dunkin' Coffee, Mills Dunkin'. He's a really.
Are we recording this?
Yeah, we're recording. Are you recording?
No.
Well, let's push the button, man. Hurry up.
We're
live.
Started talking.
We're live streaming, and so yeah, we'll talk about all that in a second. But Phil, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So here we go. Good morning, guys.
Good
morning.
Good.
All right,
Good day.
So listen, let me get back to the business here. Dunkin' Coffee, one of our sponsors. We're very proud to have them as our sponsor. Mills Dunkin' is a super great guy. He comes in with his belt buckle and boots and fixes your coffee machine and some of the best coffee you can get, and he'll grind it any way you want. So thank you, Dunkin' Coffee, DUNCAN, and we're going to put all that information on the show notes. So thank you, Dunkin' Coffee. Then we have Aceway Incorporated owner Ricardo Acevedo, an amazing guy and a super high energy guy who come in and clean your property. I don't care if it's a office building or kitchens, but any kitchen people out there, you know how it is and how hard it is to get good help, especially when all the chefs go home. And these guys take care of business. They clean your kitchen really well, and customer service is really high on both of these companies, Dunkin' Coffee and Aceway. That's why we love them so much, and their customer service is second to none. So thank you to our sponsors, and we're going to get right into our show. So good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
Well, here we are.
Good morning.
Welcome into the Recipe Podcast. We are unplugged episode, which means we have no idea what we're going to say or what we're going to do, and we don't fact check shit. So we don't check on anything. We just kind of say whatever we want to do, and we have a full house today. Kind of exciting because we are live, and what are you doing with their fly trap? What are you?
This thing's not locked in.
Well.
All right, we're good.
Well, don't hit it.
All right, let's start over.
This is a rough start.
All right, let's redo.
Yeah, so here we go. So we have Phil Phoenix in house, our podcast editor, sound engineer. Say hey, Phil.
Hey, what's up?
And we have the Bobbit, the podcast producer. What's going on, Bobbit?
Hello.
You doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
She slid right in like the last second. You guys notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like sit right down like she's been here the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Fly Trap.
Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
Great.
Yeah. So how do you? So are you guys excited? So I say that every day, every time we do a show. Are you excited? But look, man. I mean, we're all dialed in. We're in our studio. We have live feeds. We're streaming for the first time ever.
Technology.
I can feel the energy from all of you.
I can see my face.
So so live streaming, and this is our what do you call it? Our test show, and we're eventually going to be on YouTube, and where else we're going to be? Jay, where else we're going to be? We're going to be on
Facebook,
and Instagram. Yeah, all those places live in the morning. So that means you guys have to actually like maybe,
dress cute.
yeah, dress and comb your hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll wear a hat.
Fly trap.
Yeah, sure. Bill looks good.
Thanks, man.
So
I feel good.
Yeah, so we're in the some of our audience knows that we're in a brand new studio, and we're growing leaps and bounds. We have sponsors, and now we're live streaming. So I mean we're doing a lot of cool things, and Phil and I just got back from Malaysia.
Yeah, we almost got raped by a ladyboy.
Just out with it.
So just dives right into that one, huh? So do you want to talk about that?
We can talk about durian fruit, and
that was the highlight of your trip.
I wouldn't say highlight, but maybe most memorable part.
All right, so walk us through that then.
I went out to drink with a chef that I used to work for because I met him at the expo, and I was walking down an empty alley basically, and all of a sudden this little Asian, totally a dude, you could tell, dressed in drag, wearing a little dress. Could see his Adam's apple, terrible makeup, terrible wig. Starts grabbing my junk.
Yeah.
And started saying like, "You want sake? You want fuck? You want sake? And
Come on, man!
like
It just came right out of there and just grabbed you.
Yeah.
So
like started pulling me and trying to pull me towards the alley. Like, come on, $100. And I was like, no, fuck that. And she started sticking her fingers in my pockets, like trying to grab my wallet. And so I like grabbed my wallet, my phone, like kind of like ran down the street.
Damn.
But yeah, like totally like pulling on my shirt to get me to go to the alley.
No, he's like, I'll give you 10 minutes to cut that out. That's what he said, I think. No, is that what you said?
What?
What?
No.
I'll give you 10 minutes to stop that. No. So it was cute, yeah? She was cute?
Pretty ugly.
He was cute? for sure?
Pretty ugly.
I mean, not just a little bit excited about it? Or?
No.
No.
Awesome.
So did you guys chat, or did you stay in there and talk?
Oh yeah, man. I was like, so how's your day? You know,
Yeah.
how's your junk hanging?
So where's a good places to eat and all that kind of
Yeah,
conversation?
yeah. So where do you go take your men at? Just this alley? This is nice. This is nice.
You
have
went and
water
have a
for
cup
us?
of coffee or somewhere? or-
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's exciting.
Yeah, it was
So,
fun times, man.
So, Bob, what do you think about all that?
That's why I didn't go.
Did you get a picture, Phil? Did you get a picture?
I should have.
Yeah, man.
Wait, hold on.
With the Twin Towers in the back?
Yeah.
That'd have been good.
Yeah, it was like by
Yeah, I was
Jelana
wondering
Orr.
why you were like taking. I was like, what is this? Like,
Oh,
what is he
come on,
doing?
Bob.
You couldn't tell?
Well, I mean, eventually I did, but I was
Uh-huh.
like,
What is he?
Why does he keep? Why does he keep doing that?
You never seen Are you with us, Flytrap? Or
Yeah, no, I was just.
Okay. So
was
I
thinking
did.
about the
I did the
Ladyboy,
thing,
man.
when you
I
have
was
like.
thinking about the. I was thinking about the Twin Towers.
Petronas Towers.
Yeah. So when you have like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, people push up against like they're holding it type of thing.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, of course
It's
it
a
is.
thing.
Yeah.
What's the thing?
And so I did the Twin Towers, and I put and the Twin Towers are behind me, way off in the distance. I put my fingers up and put the Twin Towers in between my. Yeah, it was a moment.
It was a moment in the sky.
Who has that picture?
Chubb.
I
Pull
put
it up.
I
You
put
got
it.
a computer right here.
No, I don't think she can.
Yeah, just go to your Instagram.
All right. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a computer. I can use this.
so yeah.
You know
So
what?
I put it in. I put the
Oh,
I put the thing in.
I don't know your login.
That's Facebook.
Well, yeah, it's on your Facebook too. Oh,
Is
can
it?
I get Instagram on here? Is
I
Instagram
don't
on
know.
the web?
Yeah.
You're the
Yeah?
computer guru.
Nobody gets on Instagram from the computer,
Yeah, they do.
do they?
Yeah, when they don't have their phone handy.
When does that happen?
A lot of the time.
So yeah, so I
That's not
did
your
that. But the other thing that we did. What was your favorite part of the whole trip? Phil Phoenix.
Jelana Lore.
What? Oh yeah.
That
that's
and
good.
Dinner in the Sky. I guess they all involved eating.
Who's Jelana Lore?
It's a street where they have all the street food.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was super
It's
cool.
crazy. Like if you ever seen like Anthony Bourdain or any of those shows where they go out to eat in Malaysia, it's usually on that street. That's the
Yeah.
street they show.
Like night market.
Yeah, it was badass, dude. So cool.
That's awesome.
Very, very cool experience. And then the Dinner in the Sky thing, that was pretty cool too. What are you doing on your phone?
I was gonna pull up the.
Oh, I thought you were like texting me the password because you see me struggling over
no,
here.
I was gonna see if I could pull up.
Just go on your Instagram and look his pictures
What's,
up.
what's this thing here? A bike
But
chain?
how am I gonna get to the computer?
Yeah, exactly. My
On your
my
Instagram?
biker days.
Sign in on your Instagram.
Oh, I could do that.
All right, let's stay on point here, fellas. Where's hang on a
What
second.
video are you looking for?
I was looking for the picture of the towers. Where do you get that? What's that one?
It's just on my feed.
Oh, so we're on.
Look, you're live streaming you on your phone.
There we are, buckled in.
Here's all your pictures.
Did you see any? There it is.
There it is. See?
Yeah.
Now, is that cool or not?
I told him he should do two of
I don't
them.
know.
He should
See-
get somebody to take the picture and he should be like this.
See or no?
Was
That's-
that whoever put still nope?
Oh, because they don't want to. They don't want to go in
Yeah,
the
they don't
sky.
want to go up another thing.
Oh, okay, got it.
Bob, is a video on there you can show Christian? Did you see any of this, Christian? Or you don't follow me,
This one?
probably.
No, man.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't-
Watch
I
this.
don't-
Watch
I don't-
this.
I don't use this stuff.
So we're I think we're 40 stories high.
100 and something feet, right?
Look at that.
Oh, that sucks.
Your feet are dangling.
That was cool.
Your feet are dangling.
Hey, there's me and my mustache. You see the mustache?
Oh.
You're so much cuter without it, bro.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
All right, you can shut that off, Bob.
It's on repeat.
Yeah. So what happens is you go into this place, and we were invited by World.
They drive you in cars.
Yeah. You have to go in this entrance, and you go into the entrance, and you get out, and they say, "What are you here for?" Because there's a huge jumbo plane there. You can eat inside the plane, or you can do the dinner in the sky. So we said we had reservations for dinner in the sky. So okay, everybody got all
Get in,
excited.
everyone, get in the car.
Yeah.
In the car.
And they had these beautiful $125,000 BMWs and I don't know what other kind of cars. They said, get in the car. I said, well, I thought we were in the right place. The thing's right there. What? No, get in the car, get in the car. So 4 or 5 of us get in the car, and they drive us like 50 yards around to the other side, and it looked like an airplane strip, and they drive you in. We could have just walked 10 feet across.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was the experience.
Get in the car.
Yeah. So
We
they drive
drive
us
you.
around, and
We
we get out. I
drive
was
you.
like, what was that all about? But you're in this luxurious automobile. And so we got out, and we went in, and it was a tent, and we had several cocktails. And then you have to make sure you go to the bathroom like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And
You gotta force yourself to go.
yeah. And after some of that, we had some interesting meals the day before, so I was a little nervous, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, the
So then you
Yeah.
get in the chair. You go out there and get in the chair, and they buckle you down like a race car driver over your head, and then put another one around your chest. But they buckle on the back, so even if you want to be a freak and try to jump or something or flip out,
Can't do it.
you couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
You're strapped down.
good.
So, and then at first when I saw the thing up in the sky, I'm thinking, well, I wish we could go higher. And then we were going up, and I said, I wish we could go higher. And I was like, okay, this is enough. And it kept on going like another 20 feet. I said, no, I'm good. So it was.
How high up does it go?
I think it's 40 stories. Is that right?
yeah,
Four-
yeah.
40
and then
stories.
The seat you can recline
Yeah, all the way back,
all the way back.
like you're laying down.
So I was
What
taking video of like
Yeah.
Like, what if you're wearing like loose shoes or something?
they say not to wear them. Like they told one of the ladies, it was Renee's wife, right? They
Mm.
told her to put her flip flops in one of the storage things.
Because your feet dangle.
Yeah.
There's nothing underneath them.
Yeah. So they even say that like don't wear any loose clothing, not loose clothing, but like loose shoes.
Yeah.
So don't wear that. And they have lockers you can put your stuff in. So ladies like put their purses and shit in there.
And it was hot.
It wasn't too hot.
That day we were lucky.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of a breeze, and it actually was spinning. It was spinning the thing around. So sometimes the towers are behind you and stuff. So that day got lucky. But there were some hot days over there. Yeah, it was pretty hot. But food was pretty cool. So that was cool. I mean,
Yeah.
the food was okay.
Yeah, it was like very small portions. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that I screwed up that wire on that mic. See how that mic? No, your mic here. I put the wire in front. Or did you do that?
I didn't do that.
Yeah, we'll have to fix that later. Yeah, so the food was okay. The chefs really worked hard on it, but they had a little DJ up there. He was spinning, and yeah,
Yeah, the music was pretty decent.
yeah. So it was cool. So lasted about an hour.
Yeah, it was an hour, but it didn't really seem like it.
Then we had the street. Yeah, then we had the street food.
Street food was awesome.
Yeah, man.
The Swedish guys are really cool.
Are you still on mine, or is that yours?
This is yours.
I must have some pictures up there. There's some street food.
There's this video of the
Yeah.
thingy.
Yeah, look at these guys. Are those the best looking wings you've ever seen? So they're glazing those things, beautiful golden brown. Or those might be quail or something. Those are chicken wings.
Little birdies.
Yeah. But they get that recipe down. But I tell you what, it's amazing what these guys are cooking with and where they're cooking and
Go to mine.
and sanitation and all that kind of stuff. So,
What do you mean?
Filthiness.
It's filthy.
well, it was. You take a good look. It's it's amazing what they're able to do, but yeah. So Phil, you had a good time, right? We worked
Yeah,
hard.
it was awesome.
We worked our can
Yeah.
off, though, didn't we?
We did. It was
we-
like all day of.
Dinner in the sky
doing
thing
shit.
again from Phil.
That's Rene Marquis. He's ACF guy.
So
Think-
people up there like holding their phone the entire dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's
Everybody's taking pictures
That's so
and shit.
annoying. That's the most annoying thing ever.
Well, I mean, you're not up there to have dinner just by itself. I mean, you're up in the sky. You want to take pictures. Like,
I don't know.
no, I do know.
No, but you say you can go online and look at the pictures. Why don't you just experience it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. But so we ran around, and by the way, the show's going crazy. It's getting really a lot. It was a good move, getting a lot of hits, and so any of you out there listening to all those, we have 13 shows we did in Malaysia of some of our celebrity chefs from all over the world. So that was pretty cool, and the shows are well hit. And then like I woke up this morning, and there was already 200 hits. Like 7 o'clock this morning, and just you know.
It's like 8 o'clock at night in Malaysia.
Yes, so you know,
Hey.
all those hits are coming from overseas. So that was cool. Yeah, so we went to the Congress, and then we run to go do an interview, and then run back to the Congress, and then run to do an interview, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah. Waking up early in the morning, not being able to go to sleep until like 5 in the morning, waking up at like 6:30.
How was the flight?
Oh my God! Well, the flight up there was awesome. It was a 14.5-hour ride to Doha, Qatar, and in that flight, nobody was next to me.
Oh, nice.
It was like I was on the aisle, and there's nobody next to me, and there's this little Indian lady, and she's like, "Can you believe no one is next to us?
Yeah.
And then in the seat in front of us, no one is there either. Would you mind moving up there?" I was like, "Nah, I'm not moving up there. Why? So you can stretch out 3 seats? Nah, no, thank you.
You had 3 seats?
No." But the
Oh.
lady wanted me to move so she could stretch out on 3 seats.
And what, you wouldn't have had 3 seats?
No, I would have been between 2 people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, "No,
jeez.
fuck
that.
you."
Yeah.
That's what she said to you?
Yeah, she's like, "Do you mind moving?" Like, no,
Why?
I'm not
Yeah.
moving. I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be next to the shitter, but hey,
You could say, "Hey, you're welcome to move, though." But I had 3 seats on the first. I can't remember now. I think it was the first flight. Yeah, it was. So I went Houston to Tokyo. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's right. So, and I had 3 seats, and this lady came by and said, you know, the stewardess, she said, "Well, no, nobody likes you." I said, "No, I'm totally fine." I said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "But I got some sleep on the way over, so I was pretty happy about
I
that."
got sleep on the way back. I slept almost the whole time. But on the way back from Qatar, there was like 4 screaming babies. I was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, you had
And it was super full too, like every flight after that.
yeah, but you went right from the gala dinner right to the airport.
Yeah, I went home and dude, I didn't tell you. I paid a guy. I went on Grab and I put that I'd pay them 100 ringgit
Mhm.
for a cab ride at the airport when it was only 65. I was like, "But you have to wait for me. I need to leave here at midnight." Dude said, "Cool. I'm outside waiting right now." He was like so happy to get the extra money. He's like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you."
Yeah,
Thank you.
100 ringgit's like $20.
Yeah, it's like $25.
Yeah.
So
Really?
he was like so excited because he got an extra like $4 or $5
What's Grab?
American.
What's that?
It's their equivalent of Uber.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, because they don't have Uber over there. They have Grab, and they pay like 25% to Uber because they don't operate over there.
And it's amazing service and everything. You know, I got to say, outside the hotel, everything is super cheap.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. I mean, we sat with with a whole team from Sweden, right? And there must have been 14 of us,
Yeah.
12 or 14 of us, and we drank them out of
Drink them out of beer.
out
Heineken.
of Heineken. But they serve everything out of the courts, you know,
Big ass beers.
glass beers, and you know those Scandinavians drink pretty good. Drank them out of those. We must have drank 20 of them, maybe 25 of those things.
Drink
They're
a lot.
So hot. It's so hot there. The cold beer's just going down.
Yeah.
And so we had that, and we kept. They kept. We were their guests, and they kept flooding the table with food, and the bill came to like $220
Yeah.
Damn.
for 14 people, with 20 or 30 of those big beers and all the food we could eat.
Wow.
So anyway,
And durian's pretty good. I bought one
tell
the
tell
other day.
where here?
Yeah, in Hong Kong food market.
Oh my God!
Oh, so you made
Did
it.
Yeah.
did your wife check it out?
No. No.
What'd you do with it?
No, it's still at home.
Oh my God!
I just bought it like yesterday.
All right, explain this. Do you know this fruit?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God, man!
It's
What?
delicious.
Oh my God!
The first bite
You
was
hate
kind of
the
like weird.
smell?
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
It's
You
not that
can-
bad.
If you go to like the fruit icy places in Chinatown, you can get it like with crushed ice and condensed milk on top. That's a good combination. But yeah, I mean, especially in the mall area, like where all the great restaurants are. If you go to the dessert areas, you can get sorbet that's made from durian. You get the actual fruit with the crushed ice. You get all kinds.
Well, I don't like durian candy. That shit's gross. But if you have it fresh, man, like right there from Malaysia, that shit was so good. Like
Yeah.
like I said, the first bite was just like, I don't know. It almost tasted like burnt garlic. And then like it passes and you taste like a pineapple-y kind of
I
vanilla.
didn't get the burnt garlic at all. I got the pineapple and vanilla. That was okay, but I understand that when a lot of people like it fried and stuff like that. I could see that, or I could see it in a custard and all that. But just to eat it right out of that fruit, man, whoo! We were in this first restaurant that night, which was an amazing place. Street food. The kitchens are half outside, half inside, and they opened these. One of our buddies, which was next table over, ate like 7 of these damn fruits, man. I mean, you open them up and the pods are about that big, you know.
Yeah.
And he cracked these things open and he ate like 7 of them. And the whole restaurant just stunk, man.
Yeah.
And it smells like shit. It really does.
Sure. Smells like garbage.
And so I tried some, and a guy next to me, Ragnar, he says Ragnar had to get up from the table. He said, I tried it once. He can't do it. He just can't stomach it. Doesn't want to be around it. And when the fruit came out, he just left. He walked outside. And I didn't want anything to do with it. But I was telling Phil that I had this moment where I had an Anthony Bourdain moment. Like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it because I think I owe it to. I don't know if I owe it to Anthony Bourdain or owe it to myself, but we have a responsibility. We should try it. You know what I mean? So that's why. So Anthony Bourdain, thank you for that. I did try it. I had a bite of it, and it was okay. I'm glad I tried it, but man, that smell just took over the whole restaurant. And once you eat that, I mean, you're done eating. I mean, you're not going to taste anything after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that doesn't get out of your palate. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's high in sotalon. I mean, sotalon, the reason I know is because I was kind of researching it when talking about certain wines. And sotalon is in strawberries and pineapples. That's probably why you taste pineapple. And it can get to that threshold past where, like, the savory part, goes to, like, almost like a putrid smell.
Yeah.
You know? And if you ride that line, I mean, obviously durian rides on the other side of that line.
Yeah.
But if you have a tolerance for it, you're pushing your palate to a limit that most people don't. And if you can tolerate it, then there's a lot of other. It opens up the doors to a bunch of other flavors.
Yeah, it was delicious. I liked it. I'm glad I tried it.
Well, I wouldn't call it delicious, but it was an experience. But after that, even the beer tasted terrible. I mean, that flavor in your. I mean, you were just for me. We were done eating or tasting anything. Yeah, you just couldn't get it out of your mouth.
I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, well, you would have to though.
I'm not like, I can be adventurous when it comes to food, but I don't know. It's a big red flag for me.
All right, so far you wouldn't do the dinner in the sky, you wouldn't do the durian,
would do
and
the
you
dinner in the
wouldn't
sky.
do
You're boring.
the tranny in the
What?
street. You don't even-
I would do dinner in Skype. That's cool.
Yeah, so the
feel like that'd
tranny
be
in the street
fun.
was an act. So far it was 3
Um,
strikes. So no, but anyway, that's okay, Bob. We'll
Yeah.
open those. Hey, but by the way, we have a clip from a different dinner in the sky. I don't even know what it looks like. Is it still there? Up there? I think it's a different commercial. 'Cause it's actually in Dubai. I think there's one in Vegas too. I don't know.
Yeah, there's one in Vegas.
Go ahead.
You
See
ready?
what it. I don't know if we're gonna play the whole thing or not. See the seats recline there. That's Chris.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I tell you, they did it right. I mean, they're marketing this thing. I don't know how they're making money on it, but look at that. That's cool.
They're making money because they charge like, what is it? They charge 3 different prices. They charge economy, business, and first class.
Yeah.
And like the first class one is American money is like $350, $375 for that fucking tiny meal.
U.S. dollars?
Yeah, it was like 1,000 Malaysian ringgit, which is almost like I guess like 300, 350.
Oh, I didn't
something like that.
realize.
Yeah,
All right, that's good, Bob. That's good.
the economy one's like $100, American money.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Okay.
like
Who paid for you guys?
We were guests of Malaysia,
Oh.
and so the board was invited. And thank you, Malaysia, by the way, if you're listening.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
It's
we
wonderful.
Does anybody have
we have a lot of
Malaysia's number?
no, we have no, but because like I told you, we're hugely successful. All our podcasts have been hugely successful all over the world, Chef. So we have listeners all over the world.
Worldwide.
So thank you for that. And 200 of which were listening by 7 o'clock this morning. So that was cool. But yeah, so we were the guest of I don't know if it was the Malaysian government or the Malaysian Chefs Association, and so the first thing in the morning I got an email. And the board is on this whole text thing. And one of the guys said, "Hey, I can't make it." And at this point, the Congress is so damn busy. Everyone's running. You're just trying to make timelines. You're just trying to get stuff done. And so I said, I figured, that's the last thing the admins or the people in the office need to deal with. I said, hey, by the way, I could probably fill those 2 seats if you want. They said, yes, please, because we can't leave it empty. You know what I mean? And so I called two of my buddies that were that was the guy from ACF. Said, "You guys want to go?" And they said, "Yes." They canceled all their plans and they came. And then the people that called me up say, "Actually, we have 5 empty seats." So I invited 5 Americans and U.S. people, the competitors from Team USA. So yeah, it was a nice little treat for us, and went up there. But that was cool. That and the fruit was Phil's highlight, and
Yeah.
running all over the place. And
Also, I couldn't go without like tortillas.
They have bread there. They have naan.
Yeah, but
Is that
it's
true?
not the same.
Is that true, Bobbit? You can't go a couple
I
days
always
without
have some
tortillas?
in my purse in Cholula.
Oh, yeah, show
Did
me.
you?
Show
Yeah,
me.
pull them out.
Show
Well,
me.
not this small purse.
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah,
they
well,
don't.
then
I just switched
It's the bigger purse.
purses.
You can
It's
fit a
like-
tortilla and some Cholula in there.
Yeah, but if the Cholula spills on my new purse, that
Make sure you close the bottle. Carry it in a little baggie.
I couldn't.
I've
So
got
you-
I've got solutions.
It's a nice
Okay.
purse.
So it's a week.
And I didn't buy
You
it.
can't go a week without the.
No,
No.
not even a couple
Really?
days.
Where do you get the tortillas?
I make them.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
beaner.
Hey.
And then how do you keep them warm?
I'm brown, by the way. Anybody listening? I'm Mexican myself.
Well, they can see now.
Oh no, like
She's the
I'll
whitest
just make 'em-
Mexican person
yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
yeah,
Gringo Mexican.
it's like my daughter.
yeah.
My daughter's
No, I'll
straight
make
white.
them like in the beginning of the week, and then I'll just put them in a baggie and eat them
Huh.
until I run out.
I don't think
And
I
I'll
like
just
anything
warm
that
'em up.
much that I'm going to carry it around like that. You know, there is pretty well, I don't know if it's authentic. You guys would know better now at this point, but there's a couple of Malaysian restaurants in Chinatown that probably you probably eaten pretty similar food when you're out there. Mamak and Banana Leaf. You been to either one of those?
No,
No,
in
we
fact,
should go there.
I've never been down to the Chinatown here.
Oh, come on.
How
No,
long you
serious,
lived
I'm
here?
serious. I'm serious.
I'm just kidding. I
I
haven't
need to
either.
get down there.
Oh my god, we got to go, man.
Yeah, I need to go down.
We should take the podcast there.
Yeah, we should go and do a podcast there.
Yeah, we could.
Like in the restaurant.
Malaysia
Yeah.
round too.
We can do that.
Yeah, and it's affordable, kind of like you're in Malaysia.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, man.
That was crazy. I mean, that part was pretty cool.
Yeah.
How affordable the whole thing was. So that was our trip
be
to
fun.
Malaysia. Anything else you want to add? What about anything else that we need to catch up on since because we were out of town for 10 days. I went to the ACF convention after that for 1 day, and I was a speaker there.
How many days were you gone?
8 or 9 maybe.
Damn.
I was a speaker at the
No,
World Chefs
Might have
Congress.
been longer than that.
Was it?
I feel like it was longer, like a week and a
I
half.
felt like it was longer too.
Saturday through
I was back to work on Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's back on Wednesday.
I was a speaker at the World Chefs
So
Congress.
it's like 11 days.
And then the young chefs, I did a presentation for them, and then I went to New Orleans and did a presentation, a fitness one.
Eric the trainer.
And I was never more out of shape than I ever been in like all month, and I was like dogging it from Malaysia, and I did a fitness thing, so we faked it there. But yeah, it was cool, and then we're back home. So what did we miss back here, man? So the soccer craze was hitting all
Yeah.
the
Super.
yeah. So
Worked out good timing wise. Because over here it was morning.
So France took it.
Yeah, young team.
Yeah.
That was
Well-
a good World Cup.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I didn't see one game.
Really?
No, not one.
Well, it's gonna be. You were in Qatar or Qatar, whatever they call it.
Yeah, Qatar, Qatar. I don't
Qatar.
know.
They call them.
Well-
They call it both, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the next World Cup is.
Oh, is that right?
And so listen, I was gonna boycott it, right? But it's tough because I like watching soccer. But the reason why,
Why? Okay.
the reason why is because they built like I guess 8 stadiums. There was one that was already there, or maybe 2. So let's say they built 6. But you go online and look at what these stadiums look like.
Yeah, people died and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. So it's so hot there. They hired, folks from other countries,
Yeah.
neighboring countries, Indians or whatever. They show up and they take their passports. So then they had to work construction, and they were hostage, basically. They would group these guys up, 20 per room, that kind of stuff, like just completely
shit.
unsanitary. Yeah. And then guys died. So a lot of the folks would get, instead of their loved ones returning alive, they'd come back like in a metal box. So the Qatar government would like put them in a metal box and just ship them back. So some of these guys were like, I don't like this deal here. I'd like to leave, but they couldn't. So there was interviews. This is years ago. I mean, like at least 3 years ago now. Yeah, and they put reports. And I mean, I remember looking at it at the time, and I was like, damn. I was like, I can't believe the U.S. is going to participate. Not that it's a given that they'll even make it. They didn't make it to this World Cup. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know how people are now forgetting what they already saw. At this point, most of the stadiums are ready to roll. But yeah, they're going to do it in November, which has never happened. or October because it's too hot in the summer. But to go through all that trouble, there was a lot of money exchanged because it was also revealed that they paid to get, and that's not the way it's supposed to happen. They paid FIFA for it. And then the FIFA officials all split, they split that big amount of money. There was money under the table.
Yeah, they got dirty hands.
Yeah,
for a while.
FIFA's filthy.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem saying that. But it's so exciting to watch the World Cup. You forget about all that. But it's like this next World Cup, they're going to include 48 teams instead of 32, and they're going to do a different format, so you'll have more teams.
That's 4 years from now.
That's right, and it'll be October, November. But yeah, it's a damn shame. It's like we're talking about. I'm talking about a few hundred people died out there making it. So I don't understand why we pushed it to that extent to a place that's really not ideal for running around for 90 minutes. So I'm sure you'll have to do, even in October, November, they'll probably have to do the breaks like they did in Brazil. You remember they did in Brazil, and when they had to play like near that jungle city, it was so damn humid and hot, they were mandatory like breaks. And so the point of soccer is that it's continuous play.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't get it. But luckily, the next World Cup after that is going to be Canada, U.S., and Mexico.
Oh wow. Where in the U.S.?
Go North America.
All over. It's going to be all over. It's going to be north of. In fact, they're talking. There'll be one of the areas that they'll play the. I guess the early games is either going to be Houston or Dallas.
Oh,
so
wow.
I think they're vying for
Wow.
What?
Houston will go nuts.
that. Yeah, it'll be huge. I think the stadium that we have now is too small for a World Cup, but it would have to be at Reliant, whatever that.
Yeah, Reliant.
call it.
Yeah.
So.
Isn't it? I've been involved with putting together the World Chefs Congress. I'm on the Congress committee. I was Congress chairman for 3 of them now, I think, and then on the committee this one. So I did Korea. I did Norway, Greece, and then this one I was part of the planning. And the first 3 I was a chairman of, and then this one I was on the committee. And we're just dealing with 1,000 chefs at this thing, but we're dealing with 105, 110 countries, and it's painful doing the planning process for this, and the monies and the underground and the writing a contract and no one follows it, and then you can't it's I don't know how people do these Olympics or the Super Bowls or I don't know how they plan it. It's just, obviously there's armies doing it, but it's painful for me trying to. It gives me a headache, but anyway, we're getting close there, and we have a guest coming in too. So Bob, you're watching for that, right?
Yeah.
For our buddy coming in.
Hey, did you use a bidet?
I did.
That's
didn't.
so random.
I was gonna nice transition there. Yeah.
Before we close it
Did you
down
take a
here.
picture of it?
Yeah, I took a picture of the flat toilet on the ground and sent it to my parents. Like, what is that?
Yeah, but bro, it was at the hotel.
At the hotel was a squatty?
They had a squatty. Yeah.
You said there was one in the shower too, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Ah.
You
Yeah.
squat in the shower?
No, there's
No.
well, not the shower, but it's I don't know. It was like a all tiled, like a bathroom type deal.
Yeah, it was.
And
go
just
ahead.
like a flat surface,
Yeah.
and like the toilet's porcelain,
Right,
and you could just, it had like not footrest, but it had like little grooves to where you set your feet on.
right.
Did you
and
try
it
it
was-
out?
Oh, I didn't use that one
Oh,
because I was
okay.
scared I was gonna shit on myself.
Oh my god.
but I did use a
We
bidet.
always talk about the same stuff, man.
I did use a bidet.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
It was great.
Did you sit facing it or away from it?
What do you mean?
I mean, you can sit either way, I would suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, bro, you're not supposed to stay on it for 10 minutes. It's just supposed to be like a 30-second.
oh, I
thing.
thought it was like
Yeah.
a enjoy yourself type deal.
Did the flat bathroom have handrails?
No, well, actually, I think it did. I think
Yeah,
it
it
had
has
the
to, yeah.
rails on the side. Yeah,
Hold yourself up.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna go for that. You ate the fruit. I figured you'd go for.
Look, when you're in Malaysia, bro, go all out. No, it wasn't that bad. It was
Yeah.
like you just clean your butt. You know?
Yeah.
I was impressed that.
Don't eat the fruit while on the bidet.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
I thought
wasn't
that
bad.
the I thought it was interesting that they had one of these squatties at the hotel. Hotel was this is a huge conference center. It's
It had
huge.
like
Sure.
two and then two Western toilets.
Yeah. So it was.
All in the same bathroom?
Yeah. All the same. So.
So you could like bring friends.
Like, hey guys, let's go. Come on.
It's time.
Yeah, that was so we didn't see it. No, I didn't use it, so I didn't squat. But I thought I was gonna take a picture and send it to you, but I didn't.
How thorough do you have to be in cleaning a bidet? You know what I mean? Like it's toilets
I
like
know.
everybody. You don't know how somebody uses a bidet. Like there's no rules to it.
Yeah, but I mean, the way the water comes out, like if anything goes in that thing, it shoots it out already anyway. So,
But
and then when it
I
you
use
flush
it.
toilet,
I use it
cleans.
indirectly. I didn't use it on purpose. The damn thing went off on me when I was in. I was like,
Yeah, right.
"Whoa!"
He pushed the
Of
button like
course.
5 times.
No, bro, I didn't touch anything. The thing went off. I was like, "What in the heck was
He was like,
that?"
"Oh, Jesus."
Yeah, that goes back to your walk in the street there.
Yeah,
it brings you
yeah.
back. Yeah, so well, good for you, man.
Oh,
I'm glad.
she didn't stick her finger in my butt.
I'm glad you
Oh lordy.
experienced Malaysia the right
We
way.
just changed the rating on this show today.
Yeah.
Oh well. But I did want to bring up, seeing as how the Bobbit was a little bit late. She was a little bit late.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
No.
That's a
I-
write up.
I now, yeah, then we're gonna write you up. We're gonna dock your pay.
Yeah.
I now have an app that tells me how fast she's going. Do you know about these things?
No.
It's
Actually-
Put it on a
not-
car?
It's not just for that. He doesn't have it.
I
he
don't
doesn't
have
access to me.
I'm joking, but she has it. Her
He
mom,
has access.
Huh?
He has access.
No, he doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Phil can tap into it.
Whatever.
But quickly, go into it. No, I don't have it.
No,
For the
it's
record, I
ju-
don't have
It's just an app that it's called Life 360. Families use it, and because I run around a lot. I go to school, I go to work, and then I'll run errands if I need to. But I'm usually by myself, so I always forget to check in with like my parents and like let them know, hey, I made it here, whatever. So we just kind of like, you know what, we're gonna put this. It's kind of like a you can see where everybody's at, but I didn't know that whenever you click on the profile, it documents your driving for the past couple days, and so it'll show you the top speed, the lowest speed, and the total drive time.
So let's get right to the point. What was your speed yesterday? Let's talk about that.
No,
High 90s.
it wasn't 90s.
It was too.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you said you went 93.
Was
yeah.
it?
I was
Bobbit.
there. I was there.
I don't want to remember it. Let
I
me
was
look.
there.
I
But
don't-
Dad drives a little faster.
Oh yeah, my dad drives.
Wait, so you guys all
Fast.
track each other too?
Well, no, we just got it. I didn't know that it did that until now.
Yeah, this is
I
too.
feel like
this
it's
is too
lying, for
intrusive,
real.
guy.
Yeah. So the Bobbit's going
So
93.
where were you last night?
Last night.
Let me see. Give me the phone. What were you doing on Clayton Street?
Right.
On where?
What were you doing on Clayton Street?
What's Clayton Street?
Where
Right
were
here.
you last night?
It's near.
At 101.
Oh, near.
That's
What were you doing near
near my
Clayton
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
Street?
yeah.
Is that like what your mom does? Your mom does that?
No.
What? The,
She had a
See.
hot date over there.
seriously?
Uh-huh.
50 mile per hour
Ooh.
top
Mhm.
speed?
Hello.
What is this all about? These are just streets.
That's in a 20-mile-an-hour
Yeah, well,
zone.
it's a map.
Oh, look. You were at River Oaks.
Ooh.
So
No
look,
shit.
she worked. She worked 8 hours, guy.
Yeah. Well,
Full 8 hours.
that's-
Why
that's-
why do you complain?
that's questionable.
I applaud you.
Oh.
8 hours, 5
Yes.
minutes. You're good. This is good. Don't do this.
Yeah, it's,
Get rid
it's,
of
it's
that.
weird.
Don't do this.
Don't do it.
Delete immediately.
Get rid of it.
Like,
Delete.
No,
I have
her
friends
parents
who,
want. Her
who
parents.
like had it before, and I thought it was so weird, and I was like, man, this is so intrusive. Like, but their parents put it on for different reasons. I was I'm for it. Like, I'm not doing anything bad. I don't have a problem with you guys seeing where I'm at.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
the driving part,
Yeah,
so
the
it's
94
kinda
miles an
getting
hour
me.
thing is a problem.
it's like
That's too fast.
I don't even notice that it like got that far.
It's too fast. I didn't think that van could get up there. Is that the van or
Well,
the Mercedes?
yeah, like
Oh.
the Mercedes gets there really quick.
Yeah, it's a tank. It takes a while to slow down too.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Not if
not
you got
mine.
good brakes.
Yeah. No,
Alright,
it's
man,
not that bad.
I guess that was. I
I
guess
feel
that's-
like it's lying on me.
anything else we need to talk about? And before we close up our first test run here on live streaming. Anything else?
I'm excited to see Chef Del Grande.
Oh yeah, he's coming in. Yeah, he's
Mhm.
coming. It'll be cool. He's a good guy. He's a lot of fun. So listeners or anybody out there watching, we have a great guest coming on next, Chef Robert Del Grande, one of the first pioneer chefs from Houston. So that was cool. And yeah, that's about it. The only other thing I had on my list was talking about that. Not a very good transition, but that bus that duck boat. You ever heard of these things? These
Yeah, I
duck
saw
boats?
that. I actually saw the news this morning.
Have you not seen this, Christian?
I
She
saw-
showed me yesterday.
Is that crazy or what?
There was
Yeah,
It was-
I don't understand how so many people drown.
Because they're
Yeah.
stuck in it. What I can't understand is why did they go out? Did you see this, Phil?
Yeah, I didn't really look into it though.
Do we still have the video there, Bob? This is a long one, so we won't keep it up very long. But these duck boats are like death traps, and apparently they're a thing. Look at this thing, right? No, sorry, bro. So it's storming, man. So why go out in a storm?
That sounds pretty dumb.
You know what I mean?
People in Missouri.
Look at. I am not going out on that thing when the water's up around the. And all they could do is drown. They couldn't get out. Look at. That is. Why are you out there? And this is in Missouri. And so the water's. I mean, that's got to be the most terrifying way to die, really.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why.
There's a lot of kids. I remember seeing that this morning.
I don't know why they couldn't open up the windows and like,
Oh,
get it.
broke that shit.
Yeah. Look at that storm. Like, what are you, nuts?
Well, go on a tour. Got to make your money today.
I don't think they knew it was that bad.
You can shut off now, Bob.
Jeez.
So yeah, I mean, that's not my. You know,
But I wonder what they're out there looking at, and why do they call it a duck boat?
They're trying to look at the ducks.
Is that really what it is?
Fuck, I don't know.
No. I don't think
I
so.
don't know what a duck boat is either.
I don't think so. It actually, I think it goes back in the day that they used to transport military people around in these things.
Oh.
And but I don't know why they call it duck. Maybe because it floats like a duck. But apparently it's a thing because it's all over. It's all over the United States. They have these things. So.
I think Del Grande's here.
Yeah, I think Del Grande's here, and the Bobbitt's going to go grab him. So we're going to wrap up this show, guys. And I thank you all for coming in and having fun today and testing out our first live streaming. Jay, thanks for making it all happen and push. Has Jay done an amazing job or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
Is it cool how all this stuff works? I had to give him a few pointers, but no. No, actually, I have no idea how anything works, as you guys know that. So
Yeah.
we are syndicated, so listen to our show on Helium Radio on Mondays and Thursdays at 4:30 Central. So we have 2 shows on Mondays on Helium Radio and 1 show on Thursdays. So we're fully syndicated there. Also, we're listened to all over the world, and we were before, but now we're more than ever because of our nice tour in Malaysia and our World Chefs friends. So all our World Chefs friends out there, thank you for listening. That's really cool. Really enjoyed ourselves. And what else? I have something else to say. I think. Oh yeah. So we're going to be doing these live streaming shows. We're going to try to do them every Saturday. Give us a chance to get organized. And but I think we're going to be doing shows around 8:30 and 9:30 and live syndication. So if you want to see these things live streaming, we'll eventually be on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, I believe. So we're kind of paving new ground here. So we're doing it as we go. A big thank you again to Dunkin' Coffee. Mills Duncan, thank you, man, for trusting us. And we love the coffee. We're drinking our coffee today, so thanks for that. And anybody who wants the best coffee in town, make sure you look up Dunkin' Coffee, DUNCAN Coffee, and there'll be links on our website for that. And Aceway Incorporated, if you're having challenges getting a staff in to clean your kitchens or anything that you need taken care of, these 2 companies are some of the most amazing people taking care of business and customer service that I've worked with, and I'm proud to have them on a sponsor. So thank you for that. Again, another episode of the Recipe Podcast, Unplugged episode. Thank you, Phil Phoenix and the Bobbit and Venus. Always good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. And that's it. Please go rank and review and subscribe. And love you for doing that. Share it with a father, a friend, or a sister, or brother. And that's about it. So thank you for listening. And remember, you're especially great. Make an impact on someone's life today. See you next time.